Welcome back to Simply Explained. Now, in the previous episode, we created the Silver Creative Studio branding, right? We started off by creating the logo, the business card, the letterhead, and we ended up with the brand guidelines, right? Awesome. Now, obviously, these are just basics, and essentially, we're just trying to show you how you can get started easily for free, basically. All right. Now, in today's episode, we're going to be exploring how to write a business model canvas, right? Awesome. Now, business model canvas is a basic business model structure on how you will be running your business, right? So it explores your key partners, your key activities, your value proposition, your customer relationships, your customer segments, your key resources, your channels, cost structure, and finally, your revenue streams. Now, the whole idea of a business model canvas is to give you an idea of how your business model will be running. Now, you can be in the same industry with the same business, but have a completely different business model, right? So, in this example today, we'll be taking Silver Creative Studio, and essentially, we're going to be just uncovering how exactly Silver Creative Studio can run its business. Awesome. So, we're going to first start off with the key partners. Right. So a key partner is who you will run with and work with to run the business, right? And the roles they'll be taking on, right? So obviously you can outsource a lot of the labor, you can have suppliers, you can have distributors, all of those fall under partners. So for Silver, we're going to be outsourcing the videographers, the photographers, the graphic designers, and the production teams. Right? Cool. So, what are some of the key activities that will be done every day to ensure that the business runs? So, Silver Creative Studio essentially will be just creating creative concepts and selling them to companies. The role of our company isn't to shoot content, isn't to take pictures, isn't to take videos or edit or become a production house. It's to create creative concepts. So some of the key activities is sales and content creation for customers, right? So the business model for Silver isn't really to actually be the labor, it's to just be the creative and the sales. Awesome. Now let's get into the value proposition. What is the need that we are addressing, and what is the value the product is bringing to the target market? Now, our value proposition is that we ensure that businesses find the best talent for the content that they take, right? So, as you know, in the digital era, there's just so many content creators, so many videographers, so many photographers, but the company has to be aligned with the correct talent so that you reach the correct target market. You don't want to be misaligned with an irrelevant influencer or marketer who's gonna bring you the irrelevant market. So our value proposition is to find the best talent for the content that they take, right? Or that we'll be taking. Awesome. So our customer relationships. What relationships will we be establishing with each customer segment, right? So we're going to be providing collaboration opportunities between the best talent and the companies. And as stated before, we will be helping businesses collaborate with relevant influencers and marketers in the digital space. Awesome. So, who is Silver's Creative Studios target market, right? So, what we are trying to do here at Silver is we're trying to bridge the gap between business and influencer, right? So, our target market is medium sized businesses because more often than not, they are the ones who can actually afford to pay influencers and to pay marketers for creative campaigns. They often have a budget, and we don't want to waste our time with the small businesses, right? Now, it's very important that you become highly specific whenever you're doing a customer segment because you don't want to waste your time in finding customers who are probably not going to buy your service or your product. Awesome. Another key characteristic is medium sized businesses who are looking to grow within the social media space, right? That's very important. We don't want to go to a medium sized business that doesn't care about social media, right? Because that will be a waste of time. Now, another characteristic, this is what we'd be calling a qualifying characteristics, right? Would be a medium sized business looking to grow within social media space that's also looking for creative solutions, right? Awesome. Now, let's go to our channels. So, where will we be distributing our end product? End product obviously will be content, so it'll be where online, so social media, right? Social media is going to be our best buddy in this business, right? Awesome. So, what have we figured out? We basically figured out who our key partners are, what's the day to day looking like, what's the value creation, what is the customer relationship, and what's the customer segment. So, essentially, now we know what we sell, who we sell it to, and how we're going to be growing it, right? So, what are some of the key things that we need to ensure that this business continues to operate, right? So, camera equipment, laptops, and editing software like Adobe, um, Canva, Microsoft, whatever people use, just essentially just editing software, right? So, obviously, these are some of the key things required to deliver the end product, right? So, in this business, we're not going to be hiring people. We will be partnering with photographers, photographers, graphic designers, and production teams. These are just some of the things that we need to ensure that we produce the content. But we can buy the cameras, the laptops, and the editing software just to have it to ensure that we're able to deliver, but the actual labor will be coming and will be outsourced. Awesome. So, what's the actual cost structure or the initial capital outlay to ensure that this business grows? First thing, studio setup, location setup, right? The talent or the influencers have to take content somewhere, right? Awesome. So, another cost, the talent and the production team, the photographers, the editors, the key man, the entire team behind producing a campaign needs to be paid, right? And marketing costs, right? Marketing costs could be for outbound or for inbound. We will do a complete series on just the difference between outbound and inbound marketing, and you'll get more information on that. So cool. Now we know what it costs to actually deliver on all of these, right? So all of these will cost all of this, right? Awesome. Now let's get the juice of it all. Revenue streams. How will we be generating income, right? What is the pricing model for the service? What are the other revenue sources? Is it sales? Is it subscription costs? Is it revenue share? Right? Every business model is different. You can be in the same industry but have different business models, right? So for Silver Creative Studios, we will be getting paid from campaigns from where? From medium-sized businesses. Awesome. And from content rollouts, right? And more revenue streams will be profit sharing with talent, right? So, more often than not, you find, for example, influencers want to partner up with brands but don't necessarily have production teams to essentially pull off a campaign, right? So, this could be a two-way relationship, actually, right? So, yeah. Tell me what you think about the business model canvas. What would you add from it? What would you delete? What do you think of the entire structure? Do you think this is a sustainable business model in this day and age? And do you think this business would actually grow? Is it scalable? So yeah, leave your comments in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, share this video with someone who you know for sure this would help, whether it's a friend, cousin, parent, business partner, stranger, just share. And yeah, let's share some more insights, some more tutorials on how to actually build and grow businesses. Awesome. So, in the next episode, we will be building a full website based on this business model canvas, based on this collateral, and essentially get a ready to launch website for Silver. And yeah, take it from there. So, yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm excited for the next tutorial, and I hope you found this to be of value. Awesome. Check you in the next one.